Hi, this is Mike Hendrickson from Velocity 2015 in New York City. I'm here with Ashish Kuthiala.
Ashish Kuthiala. Yes.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. So you have an interesting role at HP. Can you explain a little bit about what you're doing?
Oh, absolutely. So I'm going to be part of the newly formed Hewlett Packard Enterprise. As you know, we're undergoing a split, and I'm responsible for leading the overall strategy of the DevOps portfolio that we have in helping our customers go and do DevOps that they want to do in their environments for faster software delivery. In a sense, we have about 4 business divisions or units
under HPE.
Under HPE.
Yep.
And it's the enterprise group, which sells mostly the hardware, the servers, big servers. Enterprise services, which is the consulting group. HP software, which sells enterprise software to help customers, run their IT businesses. And the HP cloud group, which offers cloud services. So there are a number of different components in each one of these business units that we are helping our customers to do to adopt DevOps and kind of help accelerate software delivery. My job is to rationalize this portfolio, is to go be a partner with our customers on how they can work with HP to kind of achieve their DevOps journey.
So do you guys actually use DevOps internally as well? I mean, are you like eating your own dog food?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you can imagine, Hewlett Packard Enterprise is a large organization. Even before the split, we were between 300 and 350,000 employees or so, and a huge, large global HP IT organization, which the charter of that organization is to deliver applications and services to our own internal employees. It's a huge task. Multiple applications, a lot of the legacy, infrastructure, new hybrid infrastructure, cloud, and they were faced with the same challenge, which is how to provide a better user experience at a faster rate, and of course, deliver high quality applications. So we've been practicing a lot of DevOps within the HP IT organization. They're new at this journey, like most of our customers are. They've been doing this for about 18, 24 months. But they've been applying a lot of HP technology, non-HP technology, open source tools, and it's really a 3-legged approach to it between people, processes, and technology. You really can't drive a DevOps adoption without the teams coming together, without some of the cultural transformations, etc. And HP IT has been leading that way. Not only that, we build a lot of software products and applications for our end customers as well. And so a lot of our internal R&D and engineering groups have adopted DevOps in their own ways, in unique ways that are suited to them, to kind of help accelerate the delivery of these applications to our customers. So we, no longer looking at 12, 18, month cycles. Some of them have been driven down to 2 weeks or less. We, it's still a work in progress. And
continuous deployment as well and things like that?
Absolutely.
Rolling out?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
So where do you see the biggest gains in your organization internally at HP by using the DevOps techniques?
So the way I like to see, what gains do DevOps bring in general to customers is I like to take the analogy of a manufacturing plant. So if you take, let's just pick a car manufacturer in Japan, like Toyota. It's the same thing as delivering software. Each team works on their own component and has something to hand over to the next team that then works on it and hands it to the next team till it's delivered to the end customer. Software delivery is no different today. If you look at it, you have your planning teams, you have your development teams, testing teams, production teams, finally delivered to the customer. So what's very interesting is that companies like Toyota and other car manufacturers, even some widget manufacturers, have actually applied lean manufacturing techniques and have driven the waste out of their system. They deliver just in time, they deliver high quality products. But interestingly, in the software industry, in the IT industry, we don't have that efficiency. So I look at DevOps as almost helping us achieve that kind of efficiency in this manufacturing process. So it helps identify where the bottlenecks are, where the wastages are, and applies lean manufacturing techniques to software delivery. And that's a big advantage to companies. You can focus your resources more on the things you want to deliver to your customers, deliver the right thing at the right time,
the right cost.
To the right customer. You drive cost out, but you're delivering the right user experience, which ultimately helps your revenue and brand.
Excellent. So where do you see this going in the near future with both internal at HP and also external with your partners?
So I think DevOps today is where I'd like to say cloud adoption was 5, 6, 7 years ago. Everybody knew that cloud was important. Everybody kind of wanted to do cloud. But there were just so many different ways you could do it. There was no standardization. And people were kind of all wanting to jump in, but not quite sure where to start with. And everybody had an answer. And today, DevOps is no different. I think everybody realizes between... The interesting part is DevOps is actually quite interesting in that both the business side of the house and the IT side of the house actually realize the value of DevOps. And there's a lot of, that phase of, what is DevOps? How does it help me? How do I get started? It's just getting past that stage. A lot of people are now very well educated about, what DevOps can do for them. Where they're struggling with is, how do we start this journey? And, it starts with the people transformation, the culture transformation, how people work with it. And that's the question I get asked most often. How do we retool our people, process, organization to get down this journey? And then, of course, the tool chains underneath really help. So I see the adoption of DevOps taking place, stronger, not only just within HP, but even with a lot of our customers. I think we're headed towards some sort of standardization, right? So their best practices is the other way to look at it. Gene Kim, the author of the Phoenix Project, is coming out with the cookbook. The name itself suggests, and I've been previewing that book, the name itself suggests that there are certain things you can do well and drive efficiencies with them. You can take out error-prone processes, you can take off manual processes out of the hand. There are things you do in and out, day in, day out, that you can kind of codify and take those kind of errors out of the process. So I see a lot of that adoption coming, in the next couple of years. And of course, job roles will change. As we move towards DevOps kind of jobs, what are those really? We have
the layers of DevOps and the progression.
Yeah, absolutely. As you break down the silos, a lot more people are going to be cognizant and have knowledge of what the other functions do. In fact, some teams are working in the extreme mode where they have developers actually support production environments. So they're getting to know how production environments work. Security teams are getting involved earlier on with the development cycle. So they're all learning, different skills, and these roles will evolve.
We look forward to this fascinating journey you guys are embarking on, and especially what your group is doing. I think it sounds really interesting and something we want to keep our touch with. Right. So we look forward to that in the future with you.
Absolutely. If you do want to learn more about what HP is doing with DevOps, a good place to start is our website, www.hp.com/go/DevOps.
Okay, interesting. Very good.
Yes.
And Ashish, I thank you very much.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you.